Marina Mabrey just went from reckless to outright disgraceful. A newly leaked photo snapped just moments after her ugly run-in with Caitlin Clark shows the Sun Guard flipping off Indiana Fever fans right from the court. No remorse, no restraint, just pure defiance. The image exploded across social media like wildfire, instantly setting off a new storm of backlash. And this time, it's not just about her dirty play, it's her attitude. The middle finger wasn't subtle, it was bold, it was deliberate, and it was aimed squarely at the very fans who've been packing arenas and boosting the league's viewership. What we're seeing now is undeniable. Mabrey's aggression on the court comes with an equally toxic mindset off it, and fans are furious. The big question now, how much more disrespect is the WNBA willing to tolerate before it finally draws the line?
She's going to face a level of racism from black players. She's going to walk into an extremely hostile environment. And she's going to face a level of hostility from lesbian players because she's not on team LGBTQ. She's a Catholic. She's got some boyfriend.
Marina Mabrey basically just did what Kennedy Carter did on a whole nother level. On a whole nother level, guys. I mean, this right here is crazy, dog. This is crazy. I just cannot believe this is still freaking happening, bro. This is still happening.
Did Marina Mabrey really just flash the middle finger at Fever fans right after knocking Caitlin Clark to the ground? Because that's exactly what a now viral photo is suggesting, and it's sparking serious outrage.
Jealousy is real. The jealousy is real. You know, this damn dump just can't get out of its own way. Yesterday should have been a celebration in the WNBA. Celebrate our missed layups. Even though the celebration was an illusion that masked the serious problem facing this league, we'll get to that more here in just a second.
WNBA Twitter is in full meltdown mode, and it's not just about the game anymore. This has exploded into something way bigger than basketball, so let's break it all down. What's real, what's just noise, and what the league is quietly sweeping under the rug.
I mean, my freaking God, guys. I mean, I just want to curse so bad. So bad. I am so mad right now. I had to stop watching the game, come to the studio. Guys, watch this. Watch this. Look at this. I mean, this thing here is going to be way bigger than the Kennedy Carter thing. Dave Portnoy just said something. Dave Portnoy just said something, guys. He just said something. Let me see if I can pull it up because I believe he had another angle. I believe Dave Portnoy might have had another angle to this assault here, guys, because that's exactly what it was. I mean, fines have to be handed down. At this point, fines have to be handed down. Suspensions has to be made at this point, bro.
You can't claw someone in the eye. Eject her. Eject both of them. Eject both of them. So there's nothing there. There's nothing there. Nothing there. JC Sean claws her in the eye. Like, she clawed her in the eye. Like, let's look at this in slow motion. Let's look at this in slow motion. That is a clear as cut, all day ejection. There's no question about it. She clawed her in the eye. That is an ejection. No question about it, that is an ejection. It's not even within 5 feet of the, like, not even within a foot of the ball. And then, by the way, that's an ejection too. That's an ejection too. Both of them are ejections.
Look, I've seen my fair share of intense matchups, but what went down between the Indiana Fever and the Connecticut Sun? That was straight up fight night. We're talking eye pokes, scratches, full-on collisions, and now, allegedly, a middle finger from Marina Mabrey aimed at the crowd right after taking down Caitlin Clark. Now, just to be clear, as of this moment, there's no officially verified photo capturing the exact second Mabrey flipped off Fever fans, but the buzz around it is absolutely out of control.
Look, I'm not pissed to the point where I'm annoyed and I'm going to call people out their names, or especially people that I love, like the person I'm about to talk about in a few minutes. She struggled with physical defense she's faced at the professional level and voiced frustration with the league's officiating, recently telling reporters, quote, "I feel like I'm getting hammered and everybody is physical with me, and opponents get away with things that other people don't get away with." That's what Caitlin Clark said. It was a cheap shot. It was not a basketball play. She should have been ejected, number one. Number two, there should have been a fine that was incurred thereafter. Number three, not to say that there won't be or hasn't been at this moment in time, I don't know of one. I know the team was fined for media availability purposes because people weren't available to talk.
Like in this scenario, like there's no question about it. This fight could have ended quickly. Like you don't put yourself in that position without expecting some knees. But at the end of the day, look, it is revenge from this happening. So JC Sheldon gets Caitlin Clark in the eye, then belly bumps Caitlin, and then Marina Mabrey, as she's walking away, knocks her on her ass. And look, best possible response, just a picture of her shrugging her shoulders. Because look, that is what Sophie Cunningham is. That is what Sophie Cunningham is. Sophie Cunningham is an enforcer. They didn't like, people weren't saying she was the enforcer for no reason. People weren't saying that. Like, the enforcer's job is to make sure that nobody messes with her. And at the end of the day, look, we're probably going to talk more about this on stream, but at the end of the day, this was, like, realistically, it's what happened. Like, it's how things are meant to go. Like, people just want enforcers. People want enforcers, but at the end of the day, people aren't going to,
There's a blurry screenshot making the rounds, and fans swear they saw it happen live. Just like that, the internet lit up. The level of disrespect is what's sending everyone over the edge. First, Caitlin Clark gets targeted on the floor. Then the refs pretend nothing happened. And now, Marina Mabrey might have taken it a step further by flipping off the crowd. Oh yeah, it's personal now. Let's rewind and break down how we even got here.
The hate is at an all-time high. These women, have no business doing this to somebody like her. This woman is basically the flagship bearer for your league. A lot of people wouldn't even be interested. Nobody would be concerned.
She was literally poked in the eye, then pushed to the ground by Marina Mabrey. This story is still development. The damn game is still on. I cannot believe what the hell just happened in a matter of seconds, bro. In a matter of seconds, this thing went south. The WNBA is a freaking joke. These players wasn't even ejected. Marina Mabrey basically just did what Kennedy Carter did on a whole nother level. On a whole nother level, guys. I mean, this right here is crazy, dog. This is crazy. I just cannot believe.
Kathy Engelbert, in this long, drawn-out article, goes on and gives herself credit for why the WNBA has finally entered some type of mainstream.
Indiana Fever's matchup on Friday versus the Sun drew 851,000 viewers. Becoming the most viewed WNBA game on ION this season, despite Caitlin Clark's absence.
They can see that they do not want Caitlin Clark to succeed. They want the New York Liberty to be the team that is the face of the organization.
Caitlin Clark is essentially getting blackballed in the WNBA.
And she was a rookie. And it's infuriating. Right now, she's injured. If she's not playing, they're losing crazy amounts of money. And so it's crazy to me that the league itself and everyone involved at the higher ups would do these things to sabotage.
Confidence in a business model that's going to work and is sustainable, which is what I've been brought in to do. It's you see the benefits of that, the returns of that, and then you see an athlete, a generational athlete like Caitlin. I analogize it to the Tiger Woods effect in golf, and just her followership and then the rivalry she came in with against Angel Reese in LSU, Iowa, and now Paige Becker's coming in from UConn off of the championship. So. But we had great players for for a couple decades, but now I think with social media, with NIL, with them having brands when they come in and followership, and just the quality of the game.
Since Caitlin Clark has entered the league, most of the top 15 games is all because of Caitlin. All because of Caitlin. That's how you know who's the face. Who sells the most? Who jersey sells the most? Who is people talking about the most? That's how you find out who the face is, not who got the best numbers. That doesn't mean anything. When one person plays and ticket prices shoot up, and then when they don't play, ticket prices plummet.
Kathy Engelbert, in her naivete or in her delusion, she takes credit for it. Instead of saying it's because of Caitlin Clark, instead of saying it's because of the person from Iowa, instead of saying it was because of her, Kathy says, oh, it's all me. My strategy, my plan, my 3 pillars.
Told you a rookie could generate nearly $1 billion for an entire sports league. The answer? Caitlin Clark herself. Caitlin isn't just playing basketball. She's transforming the WNBA. In 2025 alone, she's projected to contribute nearly $1 billion to the league's economy, accounting for over a quarter of its total activity. The Indiana Fever's attendance has actually skyrocketed to an average of just over 17,000 fans per game, which is actually more than the average of the Indiana Pacers. Anytime Caitlin Clark is on TV, it's an absolute media sensation. Just one of her preseason games drew more than 1.3 million viewers. Merchandise sales have surged by 243%.
We just had this record-breaking game between the Indiana Fever and the Brazilian national team, a preseason game that averaged 1.3 million viewers on ESPN. And then our draft was the second most viewed ever, the most viewed compared to MLB and NHL in their history. So we're seeing the returns of that investment in a big way, and the values of our teams going up. So that was
third quarter. Caitlin Clark gets poked in the eye. She's been getting grabbed, bumped, and hacked all game long by JC Sheldon, taking more hits than an NFL receiver. Then suddenly, out of nowhere, Marina Mabrey charges in full speed and body checks Clark like a linebacker. No play on the ball, just straight up violence. Fans lost their minds, and honestly, so did I. That should have been an automatic ejection, but instead, just a flagrant. Mabrey stays in the game. Now fast forward. Sophie Cunningham steps in later to defend Clark, delivers a hard foul to Sheldon, and she's the one who gets tossed. So let me get this straight. Knock Clark to the ground. That's fine. Stand up for your teammate? You're out. Make it make sense. WNBA. And if that wasn't wild enough, things got even messier. Moments after that Clark hit, someone allegedly snapped a photo of Marina Mabrey turning to the Fever crowd and flipping them off. Yep. Middle finger, full view. The blurry image went viral almost instantly. Some fans say it's legit, others say it's edited. But you know what the real problem is? Silence. No statement from the league, no clarification, no fine for taunting, just crickets. Let me speak not just as a Fever fan, but as someone who loves the game. This league is heading down a dangerous path. When you keep allowing your biggest star to take cheap shots with no consequences, you're sending a message to every team. Go ahead, rough her up. We won't stop you. When a player might flip off fans and you don't even issue a warning, that's not toughness, that's chaos. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is handling it all like a pro. No flopping, no complaining, just dropping 20 points and walking off like it's business as usual. But how long until someone actually gets hurt? How long before the players start policing themselves because the refs refuse to? Fever fans saw what they saw. Whether that middle finger pick is real or not, the disrespect is real. The frustration is real. The silence is deafening. From the eye poke, to the shove, to Sophie getting ejected, and now this. This isn't just an Indiana Fever issue. This is a WNBA culture issue. Bottom line, if Marina Mabrey really did flip off the crowd, the WNBA owes fans a real explanation. If she didn't, great, but where's the transparency? Because right now, it looks like the refs have completely lost control, and the league office doesn't even want to get involved. And to all the real WNBA fans out there, don't stop speaking up. Keep the pressure on, because if fans don't demand accountability, nobody will. If you care about basketball, if you care about the truth, and if you're tired of being ignored, smash that like button and subscribe. Drop your thoughts below. Do you think the photo's real? Should Marina have been suspended just for the shove? I'm fired up, and this story, it's far from over. Stay tuned, stay loud, and always protect the game.